Good morning and welcome to day 4 of Vlogmas. It is 10 a.m. I'm leaving for work in about a half an hour, so I thought I would come and have a quick chat with you about what I've been making and a little chat about yesterday. So let's start there first. If you're new, my name is Nancy. I'm coming to you from the east coast of Canada, just outside of Moncton, New Brunswick. I've had some new viewers. I won't do that little intro every time, but let's start with yesterday. So my Vlogmas, I think I had mentioned at the beginning, is going to be chatty, real life. Well, yesterday was a bit real lifey. I'm never going to have the perfect background and scenery and lighting. I am just here to chat and show you what life is like for me in my part of the world and with my lifestyle. So yesterday was a bit of a gross day. I struggle during the winter. I struggle with the weather. I struggle with the temperature and the lack of light. I'm looking outside and the trees are still coated with snow and ice and look beautiful, but we're expecting more snow today, and slippery roads, and it's just ugh for me. I struggle. I've also had a long history of working retail over the Christmas season. And if you've ever done that, you know that can suck the joy right out of you really quickly. So it's another reason I do Vlogmas, is to try and find some joy in the holiday season and December and leading up to the holidays, because I have struggled with that as well over a lot of years. We used to run a retail food store, and very small, small staff, and Brad and I and our kids would end up working pretty much every day that they weren't in school, but we would work every day except Christmas Day and Boxing Day, and the traditions fall away. You don't do the baking, you don't get to spend time and enjoy. So I've kind of described it as, not to be facetious, but Christmas PTSD. Christmas music, when it comes on, I can still have a weird reaction to it. It isn't my favorite. I joked yesterday bah humbug, but I can be very bah humbug about the holiday season. But then I find these little pockets of joy, and they're becoming more and more frequent the further I get away from that retail experience. My current business, where I work, job, is a lot more pleasant. Yes, it is busy this time of year. Everywhere is, but it's different, and the experience is different, and the atmosphere is different, and it's a lovely place to be. So yeah, Vlogmas for me is, again, trying to find those pockets of joy. Yesterday, I struggled with those pockets of joy, and you may have seen that when I uploaded it. I thought, oh, that maybe wasn't I should have done better, but that it was real, and I'm not here to, I couldn't have even found pretty Christmas moments if I wanted to yesterday. I did, for you guys, a little scenic view of the Christmas tree, and with the one ornament I managed to pop up there, and it's real life, and this is what you get. And if I'm not for you, please, I'm not offended. There's so many Vlogmases out there that are much more festive, I guess, and seasonal and glossier than mine will ever be. So if you're still here, if I haven't told you to go away, if you're still here, oh, good Lord, it's snowing again. Reset. Let's talk yarn. That always makes me happy. I thought I would show you my progress This is the last gift knit I have. I still haven't finished Sam's embroidery, which is also a gift because it just didn't happen. This is the Simple Thing on Ravelry, but I have adapted it quite substantially. The Simple Thing is knit in DK yarn on larger needles. I'm doing it on fingering weight yarn on smaller needles, and I'm also changing the increase and decrease rate. This is a free pattern that you can look online, and I've put notes in my Ravelry page as to how I've modified mine to make mine longer and skinnier, and just a little more to be that little neck, that throw-on neck piece. So this is for my hairdresser. This is the second one I've done it in the exact same yarn. This is a discontinued Knit Picks yarn called Capretta in the colorway Wine. So appropriate. As you can see, that was the widest point, so I'm now in the decrease section. There's not a huge rush to get this done. My hairdresser works right next door to me, so I can drop this off to her anytime between now and the 23rd of December. But I would like to drop it off to her next week. That would be my goal, to get it done and off to her for next week. Hang on. Kind of just threw a whole bunch of stuff in my lap. Advent update. So you didn't see yesterday, my Advents worked into my crochet jelly roll blanket. This is going to be a scrappy blanket with a capital S. There is no color management happening here whatsoever, other than the fact I open 2 Advents per day in the box in the bag. You'll have seen that earlier. And I have 2 colors to choose from. So that's my only color management decision, which color goes first in the strip. So these 2 were day 1, day 2, day 3, which I don't think you would have seen a little bit of this getting crocheted in. This is a self-striping, feels like a European. It's quite robust, held double. So this is yesterday, and I have put in the first one for today. This one is also quite thick. And then I've just started another self-striping for the blocks for today, but I may or may not get that finished before I have to go to work. Work today is going to be shorter for me. I'm going to slip out about 4 o'clock and we're going to go run some errands. I got a few things. I got to go to the post office. I'd like to get the Christmas pajamas done for the kids. I'd like to go to Bulk Barn and pick up all the things for my nuts and bolts, bits and bites. Somebody had already mentioned that seeing my Vlogmas had reminded them that they needed to get their nuts and bolts / bits and bites made. It's a crunchy, salty mix that is popular here in Canada. I will show you that when I make it. I'm not sure what day I'm going to do that yet, but I will share the recipe and how it's done coming up. What else was I going to do? Oh, there's a lovely gift shop just down the road from my shop. I went in there on Saturday to have a browse around, but I wasn't in the mood to shop. So I gave the owner a quick hug and said, I'll be back, and I need to go back and just maybe pick up a few bits and pieces and just support another local business, which is important. All right, crochet blanket. That's getting very close to you. I've got the ottoman right behind the camera, and I just don't want to throw everything on the floor. Stripe a day socks. These aren't going to look overly different every time I show them because they seem to be very fadey. So this is, I'm knitting them 2 at a time on the same needle. So toe up, day 1, 2, 3. I haven't done day 4, but it's just a slightly lighter shade of the aqua green that's coming up. So as I get closer to Christmas, I may end up having to do 2 stripes a day. Either way, I'm not going to have a pair of socks for Christmas. So this is a 31-day stripe. So maybe I have a new pair of socks for New Year's. This is adapting a Gauge Dye Works self-striping. It was a Halloween countdown, but I'm not a Halloween person. So, and I didn't have a stripe a day countdown for Christmas, so I thought I would use this. I should also tell you what I'm wearing. This is fingering yoke sweater from Ellie at Skein. It's the Vinterfjell. I think it was her first sweater design. I test knit it. I remember exactly when it was. It was in March of 2018 because I was knitting it at the hospital when Brad had his, I'm not looking at the camera, I'm looking at myself, so sorry. Brad had his open heart surgery in March of 2018 to correct a heart defect. And I was knitting on this at the hospital when he was recovering from his surgery. It's knit in Holst Super Soft, which was all the rage back then. To be clear, it is not soft. It's not bad. It comes to you, it's a Danish, yeah. It's a Danish yarn that comes with the spinning oil, and it's very thin. And when you wash it, it blooms when the spinning oil comes off. But it is a woolly wool. I've got a tank top, just a little vest top underneath, because I do find it a bit prickly. I can feel it on my arms, but as I warm up, that will get more comfortable as the day goes on. The only other thing I've been working on the last couple of days is my Advent sock. My sock Advent from Lay Family Yarns. This is a zebra yarn from Kelly and Nick, and I'm using my Lake Ontario pattern. I showed this a couple of days ago, but I've made progress. I think I'm pretty much ready. I'm just going to finish this repeat of the pattern, and I'm going to pop the heel in. And I've got there was a bright red mini that came with it that I'm going to use for the heel. So that's it for the crafting. And again, I haven't had as much time as usual this week, but that's okay. What else was I going to mention? I think that might be it for my morning roundup. So I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I will be back to chat later if I have time at work. If not, when we're heading out on the road and see where the afternoon errands take us. I know what I was going to mention, Vlogmas. I caught up with Allie this morning and watching Gaina right now. I'm loving Becky back to Blighty, my friend Amanda, Sweets Gaina Mine. So I'm watching as many as I can. I'll be able to watch more on the weekend when I have a bit more time at home. And who are you watching? What's your favorite Vlogmas right now? There's so many out there. Yana finished Knitting Stories. I'm behind. But yeah, I go into my subscriptions on YouTube right now, and there are so many vlogs. And I'm very glad I went. Allie from Little Drops of Wonderful, This Little Wonderful Life, had recommended YouTube Premium. There's 2 different versions, so you don't get ads. Oh, I love it. It is worth every penny that I'm paying for the amount of YouTube that I watch. It is worth having the content creators paid in a different way, so I don't have to watch the ads. I would say 2 thumbs up, but I've only got 1. are done work for the day. I'm still in the work parking lot. I'm getting ready to head out and do some errands. I will take you along if there's anything interesting, but I am going to stop. There's a really cute little gift shop. They close at 6. It's 4:15. I should be able to get there and have a quick mooch around. We'll see how long Walmart takes. I managed to find some Pac-Man jammies for my son Zach with a matching t-shirt. Now I'm into the ladies section. Now my two girls, well, one my girl and one the son's girlfriend, are very petite, so I need to find like an elastic bottom leg. They can't just be like a long flowy leg because they're about 6 inches too long. So wish me luck. There's lots of cute things. You see the Cookie Monster? I'm tempted to buy these for me.
You call 181, Robin 181.
It's red wine bottles. It looks black. The lighting is banana pants in here. Do I need a new pair of pajama pants? Probably not. Success. So this is for my son's girlfriend Cassandra. This cute set is for Sam. And I got Zach's. And I've restrained myself from getting the wine themed one for me. Success. I'm getting out of here. Next stop, post office. Well, that was a really fun visit and saw lots of fun things. Picked up a few things that I can't share because some of them are going to be gifts, and I know somebody watches this. So, yeah, it is 10 to 6, quarter to 6, and still snowing, now dark, and I'm going to head for home. Brad messaged me earlier and said not to come home the normal way because it's icy, so I'm going to go home a different way today, which you won't see, but anyway, yeah, that was really fun. Pajamas acquired. One more Terry's chocolate orange acquired. If you were around for Vlogmas last year, I made a chocolate orange dessert using a Terry's chocolate orange, and it was delicious. So that has been requested again for Christmas Eve. And I had bought the Terry's chocolate oranges for the stockings already, but forgotten the one that I needed to make the dessert on Christmas Eve. So I picked that up. Yeah, a couple little stocking stuffer candy bits and pieces, some more things for Brad, and anyway, that's it. I will see you when I get home. That's a little more snow than expected. It's still coming down. So while I can't show you what I bought at the gift shop, I can show you there was a parcel for me in the mailbox. Samantha and I did an order from Wool Warehouse when she was here to watch Wicked a week and a half ago. My daughter Sam, if you're not familiar. So they've shipped it in 2 parcels apparently. So this is mine. This is the Drops Flora. I've never worked with it, but you know I love a good fingering weight yarn. Well, I love a good fingering weight yarn. This is color 23. It's kind of a bluey green. It's showing up, it's a bit greener in person. And then Sam wanted, fundamentally we did this order because Sam is crocheting and she wanted some yarn for specific patterns. So she picked this pretty pink Drops Bell. So we've got a sweater quantity of that for her and a sweater quantity of the Drops Flora for me. And then we'll see, I can't remember, I ordered some of the Woolsmith's sock yarn and Sam ordered, I can't remember what Sam's other order was. Anyway, so something else to look forward to. We'll have another bag of goodies. That was super fast. So that was ordered on Saturday, November 23rd. And it arrived in Canada today, Thursday, December 4th. Yay. And I am home. That was not a fantastic drive home. I got kind of about 15 minutes away from home, and the snow really started coming down. The roads were covered and slippery, and the snow was blowing. So not a great drive home. I called the store and told my lovely coworker to close up and get out of there. It's funny. So I live about 15 minutes outside of Moncton. And in Moncton, everything's just wet. It's hardly snowing at all. But out our way, it's quite a bit heavier and quite a bit more snow has come down. So yeah, glad to be home. This will probably be the last time that you see my face tonight. Brad and I are going to cook some dinner in a little bit. I'm going to go get in my jammies and take my eyes out, put my glasses on, take my makeup off. So I may check in some crafty content through the evening, but I don't think you're going to see my face anymore. I hope this has been a nicer, gentler, less ranty Nancy day today. I feel much better today. So I hope that comes across. Yeah. I will see you tomorrow for Friday, day 5 of Vlogmas. Bum, 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 bum.